Hey guys, it's bottling day, so I've got all my equipment set out. Beer has been fermenting for about 2 weeks. We have just under 50 bottles, glass brown bottles, obviously. I got a growler, 64 ounce, just in case. Got some one step that I've had left over, some cleanser to make sure we clean our bottles inside and out, along with our caps. This area just to kind of keep water from going everywhere. Our drops for carbonation, again, bottle caps. This red thing is how we seal the bottle caps. Paper towels, of course, it's gonna get messy. So here I do have some warm water I just put in the sink. I'm putting a little bit of the solution, or I guess the cleanser to make the solution. I did put some also in this bowl so I can put our caps. This is what the caps look like. They're kind of flat, so obviously we do need to use the sealer to seal them. I'm dropping all of our bottles into the solution. I'm just gonna get a little bit of the liquid to fill up the bottles just so they can stand up. So it makes it a little bit easier to manage them while we are getting the solution to actually clean the bottles. So for this portion, obviously it's a bunch of bottles. So just kind of doing that whole process. We're gonna do that for the growler as well with its cap. So as you can see while I'm doing this for the bottles, you can see all of the sediment at the bottom of the fermenter. That's gonna actually stay in the fermenter after we pour all of the liquid or our beer in there. Set a timer for 15 minutes. That's mainly to let the solution just kind of sit and do its job on the caps and the bottles. So here I am, I'm filling up the bottles now. I'm kind of walking you through the process for the first one. I can never do the caps, so Mags always helps me do that part. So I made sure that he was ready to get those capped. So we're kind of just going through, filling each bottle. I'm dumping out the solution, obviously, before I put the beer in there, and I'm kind of pouring the solution around the bottle on the inside, so that way it coats the entire inside of the bottle as well. So whatever liquid I have left over, I'm just pouring over the bottles, obviously, because that solution came from the caps. So I just wanted to use as much as I could. So here's the process of how to cap the bottles a little bit slower. So we're just going to use the carbonation drops to put them in there, flat cap again with that capper to seal the bottles. When you're filling up your beer, you don't want to go all the way up to the top of the neck because you want to allow for some space for the carbonation to actually happen. So just kind of keep that in mind. You're not going all the way up to the top of the neck. So here's us finishing off our beer. Mags actually brought up a good point. We filled up the growler and then just did whatever left we had. That's what was remaining of the drops. That's the sediment after the fact. So these bottles are going to go ahead and sit out at room temperature to condition their first week, and then we'll put them in the fridge. Thanks for tuning in.